What up, YouTube? It's your girl DeeDee. Welcome back to another live stream. I hope you guys are doing well. Listen, as you come into the building, y'all, go ahead and hit that one. Put that one in the chat. Let me know the audio is good. Let me know that y'all can hear me perfectly fine. One in the chat if y'all can hear me. We're gonna get started. I'm not gonna keep y'all too long, y'all. Happy Thursday. Shout out to you guys for being here. Shout out to myself being here, child. Baby, you go. Okay, so I'm back with another live. I'm proud of myself for being here. How many days in a row now? So yeah, shout out to you guys for being here. Shout out to everybody watching. Shout out to everyone who supports the channel. I appreciate you guys in every way that you support. I appreciate you for it. Make sure as you come into the building, you hit the like button. Also, thumbs up the stream, y'all. Make sure you're hitting the like buttons. I want to make sure that we have however many people we have here. I don't care. We have 10 people. We need to have 10 likes. All right. So make sure you guys are hitting the like button. That definitely helps to push the channel forward, you guys, so that we can continuously grow. All right. So shout out to everybody in the building, everybody watching. I appreciate you guys so much. Shout out to I see XYZ in the building. What's going on, XYZ? And he's right. Hit the like button. Thank you. Letitia Harrison, Original Mo. What's going on? How are you? Anthony Smith, Ryan Wedlow in the building. Kennard the DJ. Avenue 77. Say you'll kick for a freestyle. Child, I don't know how to do freestyling. I ain't gonna even do that. I can do that. I ain't gonna even embarrass myself. I'm just saying. Avenue 77 AT in the building. The Sweetest Bree. How are you? Lorenzo Redmond in the building. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to everyone watching, y'all. Make sure you are continuously supporting the channel by watching the videos already posted on the channel, y'all. Hit the like button, share them if you can. I would definitely appreciate if you share them. That would definitely help the channel. And hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. So y'all see the title. Women are upset that men are done with them for good. And I get that for good. That comes from that. It just reminds me of Umar Johnson when he says something. He says for good. I don't know. That just came in my mind. But anyway. But so women are upset that men are done with them. And they're still acting oblivious. I don't know how many times I've said this. A lot of women are moving in a way as if they don't understand or they have no clue as to why men are doing what they're doing and why men are not approaching and doing all these things. But once again, we all know where it stems from, except for modern women. Somehow, a lot of these women just act clueless as to why these men are not approaching. And we're going to talk about it. And we're going to keep talking about it as long as we have a space to do it, to try to bring some awareness to it, not to just try to bash and slander individuals, but to hopefully get through to a lot of women so that they can understand what's important, because a lot of how they're moving and what they're doing is not conducive to healthy, stable relationships. It's not helping to grow the community. It's not helping to build families. And we need healthy communities. We need healthy families. We need to bring back, traditional values in some way, shape, or form. And I know a lot of people say, hey, we're never going to have traditional values the way we used to, but we can at least come to some type of middle ground to where it is something that it can work and can benefit us as a whole. A lot of people don't understand how the way women are moving, how men are moving, and how all this is hurting our future and the future of our kids and the lack of communities for Black people. And I just think this is not the way to build. It's just separating us. And to me, united we stand, divided we fall. I think we can do so much more together if we can ever get back to a place where we understand the importance of that. Until then, it's just going to be a shit show, and that's just what it's going to be. And women are the ones who are still complaining about it, but not wanting to do anything to help the situation, right? So that's where I'm at with that, y'all. We're going to get into the clip in a second. XYZ, thank you so much for the super chat, says, hi, D, did you buy your $500 Umar lunch? Hell no. Hell to the no, child. Umar Johnson is a hot mess. There's no way. And whoever goes and spend $500 to have a lunch date with him, they're absolutely foolish. I'm just saying, you got to be batshit crazy to go and do that. In my opinion, that's just my opinion. Thank you, XYZ. I appreciate you. Hell no, I'm not. So let's move on, y'all. Let's move on. to the first clip. So I want to play this clip for you guys because I think it is very, very interesting. I want to get y'all thoughts on it. Make sure you chime in the chat. Let's get into it.
I don't like being almost 25 and grown men not asking me out on dates, not wanting to wine and dine me anymore. What's going on? Did we forget the plot? Did we forget how dating actually works? Like, you actually have to show somebody why they should date you? Like, automatically you should be putting your best foot forward. First impressions mean a lot. Like, we shouldn't just be going to hang out. We shouldn't just catch a vibe. No. It really just hurts me to know that, like, I'm not being asked out on dates anymore, and I know that I'm not alone in this, which is just a bigger problem. The fact that there's, like, this real casual epidemic going on with dating. Like, nobody wants to take anything serious. Everybody just wants to just go wherever the wind blows them. And it's like, I'm trying to put down foundations and roots and build a relationship with somebody, but that scares people because they don't really know themselves enough to want to do that with anybody yet, which I get. But it's also like, relationships are for people who are knowing and willing to grow within them, you know?
I'm about to say something, and I feel like I speak for all mass lesbians and studs out here, no labels that identify as a masculine presenting person or woman. We deserve love too. I deserve love too. I deserve effort. I deserve softness. I deserve kindness. I deserve thoughtfulness. I deserve peace. I deserve gifts. You know what I'm saying? I deserve initiation. I should be able to submit and lead. I should be able to do all these things. And before y'all come in the comments saying just date lesbians, I'm talking about dating lesbians. Because it don't matter who you date, whether she bi, a lesbian, whatever, it don't matter. Okay? When people don't know how to treat another person, or they don't know how to be in a relationship, I'm going to be honest with you. When it comes to sapphic relationships, I feel like we get the fucking brunt of the because even when we get mistreated and treated poorly or just over, and we come to people and we say, oh, and they try to make you take it on the chin. They try to tell you tough it out, but y'all don't really tell feminine presenting people that y'all kind of just hold them in their softness, but nobody sit here and care for people like us. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I speak for all masculine presenting women when we say we deserve love too. I deserve to be treated the way I treat people. And I personally know I have done some fucked up things, and I'm not an angel, bro. I'm not a perfect person. But I definitely have made up for the things I've done to people because I am a communicator. I do talk and I do try to work through things with people. But I deserve that. That's what I deserve. I deserve communication. I deserve effort. I deserve all of that. And if you are a stud watching this, you deserve that shit, bro. You got to get your shit together and make sure you treating women well. Make sure you treat people right and be righteous. But you deserve love. You really do.
Now, you know, and I think she's right. Everyone deserves love. Okay, let's go with that. Everyone deserves love, but but see, even the studs are having a problem. That's all I'm gonna say. Even the studs are having a problem with women. You know, these women can't even say, "Oh, it's the studs are having a problem with the women." That goes to show you it's not all on the men. The studs can't even get them a nice, decent woman to respect and love them for who they are. And it's not all women, and I hate that I gotta keep saying that, but it's a damn sure a lot of them who all think the same. It's this bonnet crew echo chamber of women who just follow the leader. Nobody is leading themselves. They're following what the other bonnet crew members are doing and saying. And they're leading y'all down a dark path that you are not going to recover from. The studs are crying for love and help, baby. You know it's a wrap. The men are done. Men are saying, baby, men are saying, child, we see this bullshit and we don't want it. We want no parts of it. The men are saying, baby, y'all could shame. Y'all could do whatever y'all want. Most men are like, child, we see y'all from a mile away. We ain't even gonna look your way. We gonna look this way. We gonna go this way. It ain't worth our time. Which I say the juice ain't even worth the squeeze. But these women are walking around here with their bust down front middle part lace wigs on thinking, baby, we the ish. Oh my God, these men are just crazy, baby. Who wouldn't want all of this? Well, apparently a lot of men don't want you for serious relationships. They know what y'all are up to. They know what y'all doing. That's why I say the jig is up. These women have been exposed, and it's hard to put the genie back in the bottle. Like I said yesterday, it's like y'all can't undo what y'all done. You can't, the men can't unsee what they've already seen. You can't take it away now. That's like trying to take away your whole history. Getting what somebody call it, the whole facts. You can't get rid of the whole facts. Once you to put it out there, once you to hold, it's a part of your life now. You can't get a fresh start. You can't undo the whole facts. The whole facts are there. And so you can't get mad at a man who don't want to be a part of that, who don't want to be your, your footstool. You can't get mad at men for not wanting to cater to the foolishness. They have a right to choose just like you do. And because you chose the whole route and the baby mama route, these men don't want, and if they don't want to deal with the consequences of your whole route and your baby mama BS, they don't have to. That's on you. Now y'all got to live in the consequences of your choices, just like everybody have. This is not a made up thing. Everybody have to deal with the consequences of their choices. I don't understand. This is why I'll say, and I'll continue to say, that a lot of women are delusional and they don't want to deal with or be responsible for their own choices. You want to put it on everybody else. The devil made you do it. Oh my God, this one here, that's why every man that they've come into contact with, that they've given a baby to, is a narcissist. He's abusive. It's the same little things over and over and over. They've never met a man that was nice to them. According to them, every man was a narcissist. He was an abusive. He was this. He was aggressive. He was drug dealer. He died. Like, it's always something to where the men are so bad and they think that is a flex. So they can constantly make excuses to not focus on their behavior. But people who have a little bit of more sense, you don't have to have a PhD to have sense enough, common sense to know, hey, wait a minute. Every man that you dated and you gave him children was a narcissist, and he was so you keep picking all the wrong goddamn men. They don't get that part, but it's starting to get it. It's starting to sink in because we telling them. And so it means that, hey, maybe it doesn't mean you're a straight bad person, because I don't know. I think these educated women have bad understanding. It's not that you're a bad person. I mean, you don't understand what you're doing. You're not, your degree doesn't make you all knowing, and that's okay. We all learn stuff. I always say I learn something new every day, but you got to be open to learning. You can't be stuck in this. I got a PhD. You can't tell me shit. Like, I know it all. No, baby, you don't know it all, and you got to stop with the attitude and the being entitled and making it seem like you just you can't make mistakes when we clearly see you keep making mistakes over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, and you're justifying each and every one. That doesn't push you further along. It just pushes you backwards. And then you see it's not moving you forward, but all you can do is complain and not be realistic and see that you could be the problem, boo-boo. I'm not saying what is good or bad. We all got shit we got to deal with. We all got things, whether it's, physically, psychologically, we all got stuff we need to work on. If you can admit that, my childhood was abusive and I had a this and that, well, that means you got some issues up here and you can work on them. But to be in denial and act like you play no parts in the things that you go through, it's just ridiculous. What's going on, Classy Perspective? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the super chat. Says these women ain't worth a painting of a whale and a dolphin getting it on. Baby.
Oh my God.
He say a painting of a whale and a dolphin getting it on. Baby, they ain't even worth that. Jesus Lord. Baby, but tell them that, Classy. They don't believe it. They don't believe it. They think that everything in 10 bags of chips. They think that they're the best thing since sliced bread. They think y'all supposed to be clamoring over them and giving them the world. It just doesn't work like that. And I really listen. For the women that are watching, listen, I ain't mad at y'all. I don't hate y'all. I'm a woman too. I say it all the time. I've had some of the same issues. Selfishness. I've been selfish in my life. Yes. Hell yeah. I had to learn that the world does not revolve around me. I've had that attitude too. Always thinking about myself. Yes, I've been selfish. I think a lot of people have. I think the problem is not that you can't have these issues, but when you're in denial of them and you're not trying to fix them, then that becomes a problem. When you think that you're better than somebody, when you have all of these issues and you don't see that you need to work on them, that's a problem. And especially when you're trying to be in a relationship with somebody. Thank you once again, Class and Perspective, for the super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, I just think you got to be aware of you. A lot of especially, and I say women because women are the ones who are very vocal about it. They're the ones who keep saying the men ain't this and the men ain't that. But even if you run across men who ain't got it going on, that does not negate the fact that you still have issues that you need to work on. You could call all the men out you want, but that still does not fix you. You still got to work on you. That's all I'm saying. Work on yourself. See yourself. I had to see myself. I said as an example because I think it can help somebody. Hey, I was raised by a single mother. The way my mother raised us. Hey, I come out of that with certain thoughts, processes too. And I had to learn better. Thank God, though, I started young, because I think if I had kept down a road of, thinking like my mother did, I probably would be single too at 40-something years old, still single out there trying to figure it out. That could have easily been me. This is why I say the sooner you realize yourself, the sooner you focus on you and working on yourself and working on the issues that you have, because a lot of these women know they have, that they're combative. As much as they like to play oblivious, they know that they're combative. They know that they have they'll tell you, I'm quick with my mouth. That means you'll cuss somebody out. That means you don't know how to control your temper. You have a temper. That means that you'll lash out. That means that you'll hit somebody. That means you'll throw things. That means you'll do things because you're hot-tempered. You don't know how to have effective communication with the person. You don't know when you hear something, you're triggered a lot because you haven't healed your past traumas and things of that nature. I get it. But the longer you're in denial and thinking that it's always somebody else's fault, you're not helping yourself. You're hindering yourself you're hindering yourself from things that could be beneficial to you, to having a better life, the life you say you want. So if you want better, you got to do better. You just can't keep on pushing the blame on somebody else without acknowledging yourself and your part in it. Even if you go to therapy, right? If you're married and you go to therapy, they want to know both perspectives. They don't just want to hear yours and take yours and run with it and say, oh, I hear you, sis. You're the problem, ninja. Like, they're not just listening to you and going with what you're saying and just automatically say the problem. If you're going to a therapist like that, you need to leave. And this is why a lot of women don't like therapy, because when they go in there, they think that they're right and the therapist is going to take their side. And when that doesn't happen, they don't like the therapist. So even therapy can't help some of y'all because it's so in denial. You don't even want to hear the truth when the therapist tells you. That's a problem. But let's continue. Let's finish what the stud is saying. Studs need love too. I'm just saying. Hit the like button, y'all. Please hit the like button.
You deserve that shit.
Somebody let me know when men stopped being men. Because why is it that now I'm getting onto and I'm seeing the train filled with seated men while pregnant women are standing, while men are pushing past them to grab a seat, while children are standing, while ladies and women are standing, and these men are sitting down. When did it get like that? When did we get to this alternate universe where all the women are standing on trains while all these men are seated down? What in the sassy apocalypse is going on here? It's something.
Hold on, y'all. Now we got 100 people watching and we got 51 likes. The other half of you hit the like button. Now y'all wrong for that. Go ahead right now. Get your finger, put it like this, and go hit the like button right now. Go press it. We got 100 people watching and we got 52 likes. Come on now. All of y'all who watching this, hit the like button right now. Come on now. Y'all wrong for that. Hit the like button. It's free to like. It don't cost you nothing. Go ahead, because half of y'all are just sitting there twiddling y'all thumbs. Y'all listen to the sound of my voice. Go and hit the like button. Thank you. Thank you. Let's continue.
That's been burning my chest that I said I'm going to come and speak about, because oh my gosh. I came back from work the other day. I was sitting on the train. Me and another woman on a line of 6 chairs. 2 women. That means 4 men seated down on our row. Opposite me, all men seated. I look around me. I look to my left. woman standing up. I look to my right, women standing up. I look around, women holding their children standing up, elderly people standing up. And I said, when did we get like, I was literally looking at people, like looking at men scrolling on their phone, holding their backpacks on their lap. Like, when did we get to a world where men will not even look to even stand and let an elderly person sit down? Is this where we've got into in life? Is this where, honestly, is this where we've got into in life? Because if we have, it's real sad, isn't it? Real sad.
Well, I mean, what's sad about it? These men going to work. They're tired too. Y'all think their legs are made out of, they have bionic legs or something? That they not tired, that their legs and their feet don't get tired from them working? Why can't they sit down? They got there first. They paid, you paid to sit on that, go on the train, right? You paid to get a seat. So why, and once again, we have strong, independent women. This is the part that every time you see a video like this, I swear, none of the women ever acknowledge that, damn, ladies, we done messed up. You rarely see a video where women acknowledge how they done screwed the pooch, how they done messed it up. You rarely see them take any accountability. They never say, we wanted equality. We wanted to be just equal as a man. We wanted to be able to work and have bank accounts and have our entrepreneurships and all these things. And now we got it and we can take care of ourselves. We don't need a man. So have they ever thought that we don't need a man? Okay, so once again, this is a bunch of the Bonnet Crew Sisterhood membership team, where they don't think of the full picture. This is the nature of a lot of women. I'm guilty of it myself. Where you don't look at the whole picture. We look at little increments of stuff. We look at what we want and that's it. What I realized with my husband and a lot of men, that he looks at the overall picture. We would have conversations. Well, what was started out as an argument because I don't understand certain things and I'm asking questions and I'm thinking from a perspective of me. And then when he had to lay it all out and say, look, this is what I'm doing. This is why I'm doing it like this. And when he's thinking of the future, he's not thinking about himself. He's not just thinking about right now. He's thinking about for the long term and ahead, while I'm just thinking about right now and I don't get it. Of course I don't get it because I'm not in his head and I'm not him. And he's thinking about the overall picture, what he's planning to do for the future that encompasses the whole family. I'm guilty of it too. I admit it though. I get it. I had to realize, wait a minute. He doesn't think like I think. I'm a woman. He's not. We don't think the same. And what I've learned is a lot of women tend to think about right now. Think about the present. You think about, what's happening now, what you want to do now. And then, you're not thinking about the overall picture. So when it comes to this feminist mindset, they didn't think about the full picture. They thought about what they wanted. Once again, a selfish nature. They thought about what they wanted in the moment, what they could possibly benefit from, how they can gain. And they didn't realize the other side of it, the consequences of it all. The same way people, I don't want a husband, but you know what? I want a kid. I want a child. I'm going to go, use IVF and all these things, and I'm going to get a baby. And I'm just going to purposely become a single mother. Why? Because I got a job. I can financially take care of my kid. But you never thought your kid need a father, baby. Why would you want to bring a child into the world half-assed? Because that's what that would be. Not a father, depending on family and friends to be the support for your child. Even though some people do have that, why would you purposely create a child and create a broken home and depend on others who might have their own families and their own responsibilities, but you're depending on this village to be there to support you and your kid, the kid you chose to have by yourself? That doesn't make any sense to me. And then when people fall short and they can't really be that village that you need them to be, then you pissed about that too. But that's your responsibility, baby. That's not anybody else's. Even if you have a village, even if you have people that will step in and help, you can't always depend on them. You got to think of the overall picture. What about your child when your child grows up? Because that's the village. That ain't your child's father. So with your child, you don't think those kids are going to grow up and ask, why I don't have a daddy? That's another thing. Then they're looking sideways. Then they start the lying. Well, mommy chose you out of love, or, oh, he didn't want to be there. You're going to make up something, make it sound good. And you don't think that this child is going to have issues related to that? You don't think that they're not going to go to school and parent teacher day and they see fathers with their children? You don't think that that's not going to be something that's missing in that child's life? See, once again, not the overall picture, not about how this is going to affect the child that you chose to have, not about how it's going to affect the overall picture in the future. All you care about is right now what you want. And that's it. That's a selfish nature. And that does not benefit you, in my opinion. It really doesn't. Because you don't see the other side of it. You only see what you want. And then when the consequences that are associated with those choices start to manifest themselves, now you're looking around like, well, damn, I didn't think it would be like this. I feel so bad. My child is asking where their father is. Well, I mean, you didn't foresee that? You didn't think of the whole picture before you made this choice? No. And that's what a lot of women tend to do. And I think it's one of the things that hinder them. Daryl, thank you so much for the super chat. Says strong, independent women choosing the bear. Exactly. And I mean, that bear can't do nothing for you, baby. Thank you, Daryl. I appreciate you so much for the super chat and for supporting the channel. So yeah, and then also it's like, once again, this is how women think. And I think you don't have to think that way. You can learn to do better. This is why women and men have a hard time understanding each other, because it's like y'all are talking, but y'all hearing different things, because women don't understand because they don't listen to men. And then talk about you want a leader. If you want a leader, the first thing you got to do is listen, right? In order for him to lead you, right? Don't you have to listen to what he's saying? Don't you have to listen and hear his plan out? They don't even want to listen. You ready to just talk and do what you want to do in spite of what he's saying. So what's the point? So these men are just tired. They're gonna use y'all, lie to y'all, get what they want out you and keep it moving. That's it. That's why you're crying and mad. Talk about these men are just go. These men the child, they'll get a little booty out you, and that's it. If you gonna give it to them, and they're gonna keep it moving. They ain't got time to play with y'all. It's done, in my opinion, unless the women change. To me, they have the ball. The ball is in their court, in my opinion. And once again, I will say this. I have to reiterate this. I'm not saying all men are just perfect. No, because there are a lot of these young men that are being raised by these single mothers. Oh, they're down bad. Like a lot of these young men, a lot of these men have been taught and given the wrong information too. Oh, they don't have it all together either. They don't have it all together. But the thing about it is, the women aren't looking for the men who have it together up here because they don't qualify for them. That's the real thing. The men that would be the responsible ones who want something serious, these women aren't attracting them. That's the thing. They're attracting what they are. You're unstable. You're attracting an unstable man. You don't know which way to go. He don't know which way to go. Y'all keep running into each other and y'all keep butting heads because both of y'all don't know what the hell y'all doing. So that's what they keep attracting. But when you come across a man who has standards, who was raised differently, who has this stuff together, he knows his direction he want to go in, and he's not allowing you to lead, but he's leading and you gonna get on his program. Oh, you don't want him. He's sad. He's part of the sassy apocalypse because he knows what his birth certificate is and he's responsible and he's not gonna take up with your bullshit. You don't want him for real because that's too much work. You're gonna have to be disciplined. You're gonna have to listen. You can't be a 304 in the streets independently by yourself, but got him taking care of all your bills. No, he gonna require something of you. So once he requires something of you, oh, you don't want that. You really don't want to be accountable. How dare he? He's too controlling. That's where that comes in at. So they really don't want any structure. You really don't want to be led. You really don't want a man who has standards and really knows what he wants, because those are the ones that you can build with and grow with and have what you want. But you want what you want, but you don't want to pay the cost to get it. That's what it is. You want the outcomes, but you don't want to put in the work. You want something for nothing. This is why they want the man at the finish line, because you don't want to put in the work. You want a reward and you don't want to put in the work, honey. And it don't work like that. You're going to have to put in something, and it ain't just your vagina, because you've been giving that away for free anyway. So why, I mean, come on now. Come on, you've been giving that away. Why would anybody be worried or concerned about that at this point? It's like, no, you're going to have to put in work, and they don't want to put in the work. They want this free life to do what they want. They want you to pay for it all. That's it. And men aren't doing that. They're not doing it. B. Wyatt, thank you for the super chat. Says most new moms don't think about when the child starts to talk and develop a personality. They only think about the cute phases of raising a child. Facts. B. Wyatt. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. I've seen it in real life. I've seen young women who say, I want a baby. I want a family. They're not thinking about a man either. They're thinking about a baby. You want a baby. Oh, they're so cute. I can't wait to dress them in cute clothes. Like, baby, that's the least of your worries. You shouldn't be worried about how to dress them like a cute baby doll. Like this is a fairy tale land. Like this. No, this is something serious. You can't. I mean, come on. I've seen it. Be Wyatt, baby. I've seen it so many times. I grew up in the hood. I've seen it. And then they have these babies. By the time the children start walking and talking, they walking around with just a diaper on, snotty nose, dirty feet, dirty, just looking off. They're not even taking care, hurting themselves. You know, it's just, baby, when I tell you I've seen it, I've seen it. And it's just sad to see that a lot of these women are irresponsible and have been irresponsible. All they care about is going out to the club, getting a fit for the club, and the poor kids be just left with anybody, not, you know, being seen to properly. A lot of walking around. It's just, you know, it's horrible. And this is why and once again, thank you, B. Wyatt. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate you. But this is why when I hear women, and like I say, I know some good women who have husbands, families doing well, but then I know some ratchet ones too. We can't ignore the ratchets because they're the ones that are out here with all these extra superficial requests from men. And it's like, why would you? I know you're ratchet. I know how you move. Why would these men be willing to take you on and give you the world like that? Why do you think you deserve that? Is my question, and they get mad behind it. Successful MD says, here is my sassy, dusty, and lame contribute to dismantling the bonnet snipers, bonnet berets, bonnet team 8, and bonnet rescue swimmers. Baby, thank you, successful MD. Thank you for the super chat, child. Yeah, I mean, listen. Bonnet Team 8 is interesting. And Bonnet Rescue Swimmers. That one's interesting too. Because the bonnet crew don't swim, baby. You know, they gonna mess up their bonnets. They can't swim. But thank you, Successful MD. I appreciate you. Yeah, but it's just crazy. But what I was saying earlier too, to B. Wyatt's point is they think, and even women who think about having children, it's like they leave some of these women leave their marriages, which I have a clip of this woman who left her husband, and I want to talk about that too. They leave their marriages, or they leave the relationships talking about it was hard and they was at home with the kids, and it was so much work, and they left. And then when they leave, they want the ex-husband to take care of them, continue to take care of them because they're having a difficult time. I want to speak on that too, but really I want to say a lot of these people just think of the baby as the baby. You're right. They don't think about them growing up. They don't think about them, you know, getting out the way. You only think of it's so cute, the baby. And the same way I say with women who complain about being at home, the women who are at home, who husbands allow them to be at home with their kids, they're complaining, talking about they're like single mothers and they're struggling. But I'm like, you're struggling because you're choosing to struggle in a lot of these cases. You know, you're complaining about something that could otherwise be really good because you don't want the responsibility of the life you chose. These women think everything is going to be sunshine, and rainbows, and they don't think about, hey, this is your duty. This is part of your job. Working a job or have, you know, it's not always easy, but you signed up for it. Raising your kids is not always easy, but it's your kids. So you shouldn't be complaining about something you first chose. You wanted a family. This is what part of having a family is. I don't understand what they want. You want to have a child and hand it over to a nanny so you can hit the streets and do what you want. Like, what part of raising a family is you got to put in the work to raise your family. You got to be there. So there are women who are complaining about being at home with the kids. There are women who are complaining about wanting to have that job, but they don't want it in that way because the women who have it are complaining, saying it ain't what you want. And so now these women don't know what they want. They just know they don't want to do shit. You know, you just want a soft girl life. You don't want to take care of the kids. You don't want to be at home. You want to be able to work whenever you want to. You want to feel comfortable going to work or not. And you just want this man. That ain't gonna fly. I don't know why they think like that, but that is not realistic. And they're not getting it. They're not getting it. So that's interesting to me. But let me play this little clip here because this is kind of what I was referring to. This woman here. Listen to this. Now,
the things that he said in the way they made.
Before we get into what she's saying, this was the same woman who talked about walking away from her marriage. She said she had a good husband and all that. And I think they have 2 kids or something. And she decided to leave him. But listen to what she's saying now. Here we go.
But it was the things that he said and the way they made me feel. That's the reason why I'm not with him today. And one of those things that he said to me was when we were already splitting up and I was moving out. And I was telling him, like, hey, you know, we don't need to do a nasty divorce, but like, you do need to like give me some money to go on about my way because I've been a stay-at-home mom for the past 1.5 years and I don't have anything to show for that year where I could have been earning money. I was at home taking care of us. Like, you got to work because of my sacrifice, so I deserve something. And like, nothing unreasonable, but just something so that I can breathe, so that I'm not like paycheck to paycheck, literally. And he told me, he said, and I also said that, yeah, I didn't work, but like I provided value because I gave birth to 2 children and I raised them. And I helped with family life. And his answer was, what you did, that's not how value works. What you did didn't have any value because there was a lot of women who wanted to give me kids. I could have had kids with anybody. But you can't just run out and go find a man to provide for you any day of the week. So me providing for you was more valuable than you giving me 2 children. And like, I just really want to spare like any young woman what you go through to bring these children to this planet is not worth what they're telling you is going to be your reward. I had to sit there and hear him say that to my face. When they say marriage is a humiliation ritual, this is what they mean. I've forgotten more shit that he said like that to me than I can remember.
That's sad.
Well, listen, and you know, he had his opinion on it. My opinion on it is I don't feel sorry for her. You know why? Because that's an emotional thing. That's an emotional thing that women go through in a marriage. I went through some emotional stuff too in my marriage. You can't fathom being married to somebody for over 20 years and you not go through those types of emotional things. And I'm a woman. We're emotional. I understand where she's coming from, but I honestly, and that's what I'm saying. I had to learn some stuff too. And I had to learn that, you know, she's coming from an emotional standpoint. She was a stay-at-home wife. She was at home. Her duty was to raise her kids. What the hell else she was supposed to be doing? So now you think that he owes you something because you were doing your job while he was out doing his job? See, this is the thing about women. Women will come on social media or go to family members or friends with that mentality, crying. You want sympathy. Oh my God, he told me. He didn't tell you. I don't think he told you a lie. She's grappling with her choices. You chose to leave your husband because you didn't feel seen or heard or something. It was all off of a feeling. Now that you've left, you look at it. Her hair is disheveled. You could see that she's going through it. But she's going through it because of her choices. You chose to leave the marriage, and now you're upset that he doesn't want to continue to fund you money and take care of you because you chose to leave. You didn't have to leave. He was taking care of you fully. And the kids, she didn't say there was a problem with that. She just felt like she wasn't herself, and she felt like she could. But now you're out here to go and work and take care of yourself, and now you crying about it. Now you're looking to the man that you chose to leave, who was taking care of you and the kids fully. You chose to walk away from his provisions and his protection, and now you out here crying because he told you you're not going to go out here and be able to find a man who's going to just take care of you. He was absolutely right. And this is why I say women got to grow up. You got to grow up, and you got to understand what a relationship is supposed to be built upon and what your role in that relationship is. No man ain't going to go off of your feel. He told her exactly right. But because women operate out of their feelings, she's sitting here crying and want people to feel sorry for. No, now you thought you had it hard. Now you're going to have it harder. You thought you was going to walk away from a man who was providing for his family because you felt feeling something wasn't right and you need to go. And you choose to leave, but you still want to know that don't work like that. Maybe child support. Maybe you can get child support. I don't know if he has a kid, she had a kid. I don't know. But baby, it's not going to be a walk in the park. They really think that they're going to leave a good situation because of their feelings and go out and just find something better right away. No, she's in for a rude awakening. And this is why I say a lot of women are really confused about their choices. Divine Photos, thank you so much for the super chat. Says most women want an alpha male with the qualities of beta males while they have all the leverage. Honestly, money is women's god. They don't value men. Facts, Divine Photos. Thank you once again for the super chat, Divine. I appreciate you. Yeah, I just think a lot of women, you want money, but they don't want structure. You don't want they feel funny when they have to follow a man's lead. As much as they talk about leading, it's funny when they can't when the man is leading them, they don't like it. So they want to go out and be their own, lead themselves, but they don't have the resources to do it. And so that's why she's sitting there crying, because now you expect this man to fund you, make so it's easy for you to walk away. So you walk away. Now you still have to depend on him. That is crazy. Why should he do that? The only thing he should be concerned about now is his kids. And I know there are some men who say, well, yeah, he should pay for her and do all this because of the kid, because that's the mother of his kid. But also you got to think about him. Nobody thinks about the man in these situations. Why she chose to leave. So she said she could do it. She got it. And she get out here and then she ain't got it. And now she mad at you because you won't give it to her when you was providing. She walked away from the provision. So what do you think he's supposed to do? That's crazy. Divine Photos, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. But this is why I say women are selfish. You don't want any instruction. You don't want a man to tell. You don't want a man to lead you. You want to lead yourself, but you just want his provisions. If he would just give her a whole bunch of money to pay for her apartment and pay for everything, she'll be happy. But why should he go out his way to pay extra when they had a household that they were living in together? Why should he have to go and pay double and she's left him? And she could just go off and meet any other kind of man and do what she want on his dime? No, that don't make no sense, y'all. It really doesn't. It really doesn't make any sense. But that is the world that we live in. This is how a lot of women think, y'all. Hit the like button, y'all. 156 people watching. We got 100 likes. So 56 of y'all didn't hit the like button. All the 56 of y'all, please hit the like button. Hit the like button. I'm calling y'all out. I see you. All 56 of you, hit the like button. You know who you are. Thank you. Let's continue.
So the men are targeting single mothers. Okay. If you don't have no kids right now, don't have no kids unless you're married. Okay. The amount of men that I hear on these dating apps talk about how they purposely treat single mothers worse. The person who I'm getting to know right now told me that his good friend purposely targets single mothers because he doesn't have shit to offer. So he shows up, he becomes stepdaddy of the year. The women eat it up, right? They do whatever for him to keep him in their life. And then he just dips and finds the next one. And then he said he would never actually take any of them serious. Not to mention the PDF file guys who really target you if you have kids. And even the men who I've heard in conversation talk about how they will never take a single mom serious, like they date single mothers. But I just think, obviously, this is not the case for every single woman. Women are always out here getting married and they have kids. But I now have questions on if the men that they're marrying are actually great men and are qualified to be marrying in the first place. Obviously, this is not every single mother, okay? There are women out here who are marrying great men and they're single parents. It's unfortunate, but I just think about it. If you are thinking about having a child with a man and you are really having baby fever, you need to think about if that man is really wanting to be with you. Like, is he really wanting to marry you? If not, I think you need to reel it in. Save that for somebody who's going to take you serious.
I mean, and that's what you're supposed to be doing in the first place. I mean, y'all don't really be saying nothing. Like, this is what you're supposed to be doing in the first place. Why? Oh, baby fever, this the problem. Y'all are backwards. This is what you're supposed to be doing in the first place. You don't just meet somebody and be like, oh, I have baby fever, let's have a baby. And then when he up and leave you, then you're distraught and confused. No, that's what you're supposed to do in the first place. You don't make babies with people just for the hell of it, like this, just for the fun of it. That's supposed to be something that you put a whole lot of thought into, and you're supposed to vet the person and make sure that you're with someone who actually wants to be a father, who wants to be a husband, who wants to be with you. This is a problem. People, oh, I feel like having a baby. And then you go grab the anybody you attract to physically and give them a baby. And you think that's what you're supposed to be doing? Listen, that's what you're supposed to be doing in the first place. So you don't end up becoming a single mother who men just look at as recreational use. Because the truth of the matter is, most men say single mothers are for recreational use. That's, you didn't prioritize a husband and a man, a man to marry you, to have children with them, to have a family. You chose to just have children. So they deem you as recreational use only for the most part. So if you've put yourself out there, of course, that's how men going to look at you. They're not going to take you seriously. So what should women do? Not become single mothers. That's to take your womb seriously. Don't go out and make babies with men you are not ready to have children, and not ready to be fathers, and not ready to be husbands. If y'all are out here just trying to get to having fun, then think about your actions, wrap it up real good, take birth control, do whatever you need to do to not create a child, because now you're going to put yourself in a single mother status, and most men don't want that. Most men will look at you as just somebody to sleep with. That's just what it is. So yeah, you should be prioritizing marriage and family if that's what you want, and if you want to be taken seriously. Don't, but I mean, that's just crazy. This is what it should have been initially. This ain't rocket science. Y'all see that as not working, but there's still women who are out here talking about they want a baby, but they don't want marriage. You don't want to commit a relationship because you don't want to deal with a man. You want to be able to do what you want to do. But then when you're able to do what you want to do, somehow you doing what you want to do ends up to you struggling, ends up to you complaining. Everything that these women choose to do, they end up having a problem with it. But then they're still trying to blame somebody else for it. Nobody made you become a single mother. Nobody made you go out there and get to the D. Nobody made you go out there and have unprotected sex with somebody and knock you up, and you knew they wasn't going to be there for the kid. Or even if you thought they were, this wasn't a person who wanted children and wanted to be with you seriously. Come on. Y'all be knowing what the deal is, but you still make those choices because it's what you want at the moment. Once again, you're not thinking of the future. You're not thinking of the child. You're not thinking of how this is going to affect your livelihood in the future. You just do what you want when you want, and then you want to make excuses for it. And then you want people to coddle you, and you want people to just follow what, just do what you want to do. Because see, they think that men are stupid. You think that a man is going to accept you because men have done it in the past, accept these women and tried to have relationships with them, and it didn't work. So they just think, hey, we can do whatever we want as women. Men gonna just follow, and they're gonna do whatever we want. And they've gotten accustomed, they've become accustomed to that. And so now that men are saying, nah, we don't want y'all, they feel stupid. And as you should. B. Wyatt, thank you once again for the super chat. Says a lot of moms secretly don't like when the dad has more influence on the kids. Woo! 2, they can't be the hero, so to speak. Oh, Lord have mercy. Are you speaking the truth? B. Wyatt, this is why they don't want the fathers in the children's lives. Oh God, I've seen that. They want to be the hero. Oh my God, that's so true. That is so true. I've seen that too. You don't like that the children have a good relationship with their fathers. So you try to disrupt that. Oh, these heifers, they do that. Oh, they do that, B. Wyatt. You ain't lying. That's sad. They will purposely cause contention. They will purposely cause issues with the fathers so that because they're jealous of the relationship that the kids have with the fathers. That is a fact. And that's sad. That is, you hate, because you know why? You hate to see that man is thriving and he's doing well without you. So the easiest way to get to him is try to cause a disruption with him and his kid. Oh, they do it all the time. These ratchet ass heifers, they do that, not realizing you're hurting a child, and they don't give a damn of that child, about that child's feelings. The child love his dad, and you so steaming, piping piss that you gonna cause issues. So that he happy, and this is why a lot of these men love their kids and want to see their kids and want to be there for their kids, and these goddamn evil heifers will try to come in between that because they're bitter. Oh, there needs to be something to be done about that, because that is a real problem, yo. That's crazy. You so mad and bitter that he left you alone and don't want to deal with your bullshit that you will cause problems with them children and that man, because you know that's gonna mess with them. Listen, this is what I say, that one good example that's public that we've recently seen about that. I've seen it in real life, but for social media, it's the whole DDG and Hallie situation. We seen that man loves his child. I'm not saying that she don't love her child. She love her child too. I want to believe she loves her child, but she's so pissed that their relationship didn't work. You try to do everything in your power to take the one thing that you know that this man loves away from him, and that's his child. That man loves that baby. You clearly could see it. But try to make it look like, oh, he's the problem, so you can get full custody, so you can take the one thing that you see that he loves away from him. You that angry and bitter and mad because he don't want you no more, and he don't want to deal with your foolishness. Oh, there's a special place for them type of people. I think that is horrible. You would think that these women would want the children to have a good, healthy relationship with their fathers, but they don't give a damn. They don't be caring, and they don't care how that's going to. And in many cases, they'll tell the child, "I'm here for you. You love me," and coach the children. And these children are, they tell these kids, I love you and I'm here for you. You don't need your daddy. Oh, child, baby, that's some nasty work. I'm telling you, that's some nasty work. Thank you, B. Wyatt. Very good point. Very good point. Oh, they do it all the time, and I think it's a sickness. I really do. Anthony H, thank you for the super chat. Says only future they're thinking about is a damn rapper. Anything else to them is uncivilized. Right. It's all about a good time to them. It's all about, it's just crazy. Everybody's not fit and prepared to be parents, to be mothers, and everybody's not fit to be parents. I'm just saying, what all you care about. Thank you, Anthony H. I appreciate you once again for the super chat and for being here. Thank you. Yeah, everybody ain't meant to be a parent. Everybody is not fit to be parents. That's all I'm gonna say. Damian H, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Jamil 843, thank you for the super chat. Says moms hate the dad more than they love the child. Correct. A lot of them. Yeah. And you could tell the way they move. A lot of times they don't care about putting them in on child support until he moves on. When he move on and he gets somebody else, now you mad. I want my kids around that hoe and all of this kind of stuff and this and that. Yeah, you ain't worried about that. Because he definitely could be concerned about you, about you having the kid around all the men you fooling with. Thank you, Jamil 843. I appreciate you. So, it's just a sad scenario. But once again, this is why I don't believe every woman when she says, these men don't want to be in their children's lives, because a lot of times that's just not true. The women don't want the children to be in the man's life because she knows that he loves his kid probably more than he loves her, and that bothers her, and she's bitter and angry and mad. So let me take the one thing I know he cares about away from him so I can laugh and grin and feel good about myself. Oh, there are a lot of miserable women out there like that, and that's sad. And this is not the type of women you should be making children with, because they're bitter. They really are. Anthony says parental alienation syndrome, shaking my head. It's a thing. It's a real thing. Thank you, Anthony. I appreciate you once again. Classic Perspective says, I'm glad I don't have any baby mothers or a wife, child. I heard that. Classic say, hell, I don't want either one. Thank you, Classy. I appreciate you once again. You said, hell with all y'all. I don't want none of it. Liddell, thank you once again for the generous super chat. Says too true. Thank you, Liddell Jefferson. I appreciate you so much for coming through with the generous super chat. Thank you for supporting the channel. I appreciate you. Let's move on, you guys.
At some point, men have to realize the women today are not dating you because they want you. They are dating you because they want the things that you can provide. And if you cannot provide for them, they don't want you. Women are not going on dates because they want the date. They are going on a date because they want to take pictures. They want to record the food. They are doing that because they want to have an image to portray to other women. They're gay. They're gay. A woman who is complaining that you want to take her on a coffee date, she's gay. She wants to be with a woman. I don't care. Because a coffee date is not a standard. How you talk to me is a standard. How you pull out my chair is a standard. How soft you are with me is a standard. The restaurant you choose is not the standard. Because you could be the richest man and you could still disrespect me. You could afford to buy me a yacht, but if you don't talk to me softly, that's my standard. If you don't communicate with me in a way that helps my emotions understand you, that is my standard. I find it weird. I find it weird how all the prostitutes, all the women that sell themselves for material gains because they don't have the internal look, is with the most to say. If a woman is telling you a coffee date is her standard, she's a whore. She's materialistic. She's materialistic. And as soon as you cannot provide her with that lifestyle, she's going to leave you. That is a modern day woman. Modern day women date men because they need things from the man.
Oh, baby. Jesus Lord. I mean, yeah, she's a part of the Bonnet Crew, but yeah, Bonnet Crew is cooking. XYZ. She ain't told no lies. Thank you once again, Liddell Jefferson. I appreciate you. She ain't told no lies. I mean, in a nutshell, that's what I say all the time. A lot of these women don't want these men because they want them. I say it all the time. Because a woman, and how you know is because a woman that is going to be into you, she's not going to request and require all of that. Bottom line, a woman who is into you, she's not going to have a problem with it. No, she's not going to have a problem with where you take her. If you say, hey, let's go on a date, I want to, take you out, I want to get to know you. She's like, okay, cool. What time? Are you picking me up or whatever? That's the question she's going to ask. You going to pick me up, or what time should I be ready? Or am I going to meet you there or whatever? She's not going to be worried about how much this is going to cost. Oh my God. Cause where you taking me? Cause I only eat at 5-star restaurants. I know you ain't taking me to no coffee. Like once you hear that, you know, keep it moving. Please keep it moving. That ain't what you want. It is so clear. But see, to me, and y'all, we already know how men are moving and why they're moving, because they recognize this. There still might be some unsuspecting young man who don't get it. Maybe he don't watch social media. Maybe he don't have guidance by his parents or whatever, who may still think that I need to get all this money so I can attract the right kind of woman, the woman that I want. All you're going to attract is a gold digger. See, there's a difference between a woman who has standards and has, standards for a man and have certain requirements and things of that nature, which you should have. It's the unrealistic standards and requirements that some of these women have. That's a red flag and a turnoff. If you're saying I need a man who's responsible, who's ready to be a parent, ready to be a father, and wants to be a husband, and and can provide for his family, to me, those are realistic standards. And when I say provide, you need to be able to have a roof to provide for your family. You need to be able to feed your family. You need to be able to clothe your family. You need to be able to protect your family. You need to be able to provide the necessary things for your family to thrive. You need to be present in their lives. You need to be stable. That doesn't equate to you having to make all this money. You don't have to be rich to be able to provide for your family. You have to have certain standards and boundaries. Anything doesn't just go with stable people. You gotta provide a certain level of stability for your family. That these are normal standards in my opinion. But when you saying I need you to pay my rent on the first date and I need this and I need 5-star rent, that shows that you're materialistic. She's right. It shows that your priorities are mixed up. You're not prepared for a stable life with a stable man. You're only looking for superficial things that will benefit you. Clearly, if it hasn't been as clear now to know what these women are out for, I don't know how clear it could get. I don't know how clear it can get. It's very clear. There's no reason, in my opinion, for any man to not see these walking red flags coming. There's no way in the world you shouldn't see it. And if you don't see it, it's because you don't want to, in my opinion. Classy says, Bonnet Boo Boo from Bonnetville was telling the truth. Give us some grace now. Because she at least was telling the truth. She's happy that we wearing that bonnet, child. Thank you. Thank you, Classy. Give her a little bit because she wasn't lying. At least she was telling the truth with her bonnet on. Mauricio says men are in love, women are in business. You know, Mauricio, I hear people say that. I don't think these heifers know how to run a goddamn business, to be honest. They don't know what they're doing. They into manipulating. That's what they into. The men will love them and they into manipulating them. They don't know the first thing about no successful business. All they do is sell lashes and bonnets online. They don't sell too many of them. They ain't really in business. They out here trying to manipulate and you know, finesse. They're into finessing, in my opinion. The business is giving them too much. All they're doing is trying to finesse, and they're not even that good at it now because they're not getting what they want. That's why they're complaining. So I ain't even giving them that. I think they ain't running no. You ain't really getting nothing. Not now. They tried to be in business, but you can't do it because the men realize the shenanigans. And then their businesses, the so-called business, fail because you think you're gonna finesse a dude. And he, anytime you have a woman who says, "Girl, I invited him over to my crib. Girl, I Ubered him over. I paid for the Uber." Remember that? This girl posted this thing saying she paid for the Uber, invited him over, cooked him a good meal, fed him and everything. And then, put it on him so good, she said. And then she sent him packing back in the Uber to his place. And she thought that was a flex. Now, is that good business? I'm just saying, Mauricio. Thank you for the super chat, Mauricio. I appreciate you. Is that good business? Who won in that situation? Cause see, that businesswoman, she thought she won. And then she said she ghosted him, and she thought she was flexing. She thought she was flexing. Not realizing this nigga went home with a big smile on his face and happy, and didn't probably want to ever see her again anyway. He got everything that he wanted from her and didn't have to do a goddamn thing. And she thought she was flexing. She thought that was a win for her. She thought she was doing something. Oh, you ghosted him, girl. He wasn't trying to. I bet she never heard from him again because he wasn't trying. He got him some good loving food. Ain't even had to drive. You Ubered and paid for it. You fed him and then put it on him and then sent him by his way. That was a good day for him. He was winning. But this good businesswoman thought she was winning, and she was so wrong. So yeah, they don't be good business women. I'm just saying, they really don't. Johnny V, thank you for the super chat. Says, unfortunately, a lot of these young men don't know and they fall for it. This is why I miss Kevin Samuels. He woke a lot of young guys up. It's true, very true, very true. But listen, his teachings are still out there. This information is still out there. If they want to learn, they can. It's too much information. It's not like the old days. Social media has opened the world up. So there's too much information out here for you to just be oblivious. You know what I'm saying? You could go all over the place and find what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know, thank you, Johnny V, for the super chat. I appreciate you. So, it's just very interesting. I just, she was absolutely telling the truth. And, it is what it is. But yeah, and then she said a lot of these women they're the gay ones. Let me tell you something. I want to touch on that because a lot of these women are lesbian. And this is why I say too, oh my God. Listen to what women say about men. It's a projection. They're projecting their own feelings and thoughts onto y'all. They know how they always talk about, oh, well, he says he must be gay. He must don't like women. No, because they know that they be dipping in the lady pond. They know that they be licking and doing all this stuff with women themselves. Because they run out of options and they go over to the woman's side, but then women are just two women together is just too toxic. So they go over there and they're not gonna tell you they on the DL trying to hide it. But y'all know y'all doing these girls trips, dipping it and licking it and doing all kinds of stuff. Y'all all kinds of stuff with women and men. So they the ones be dipping into that pond, and then that's why they always think that when men don't want to do anything for them that they must be gay. No, because they are. A lot of them are. They really are. They will get into that with the quickness. They are the ones doing that. But then those, like I said, they be fighting and beating each other up and all this kind of stuff. So they don't really want that because they know it's way more toxic over there. Anthony H says, damn, the Uber. She can keep her food, her cat, and pay for my super chat. Oh my God. Oh Lord Jesus, y'all crazy as hell. Thank you for the super chat. Lord have mercy. Thank you, Anthony. Oh my goodness. Oh mess. Oh Lord. All right. Let's move on, y'all. Y'all on the trip. Oh Lord Jesus. Let's move on. I got a couple of more clips for y'all. Then we gonna wrap this up, y'all. Because I'm gonna be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday. Tomorrow, yes, I will be back tomorrow. I'm not gonna do a super long show tomorrow. I will have a panel, but we got to keep it short because I will be on Fatty's panel tomorrow. I think their panel is starting at what time? I think it's 5:00. So I will be on their panel tomorrow. I think 5 p.m. Eastern time. So I will be on there, but I will be live tomorrow, 1:00 tomorrow. So make sure you guys tune in tomorrow for the Friday show. But let's go ahead and get into this clip. Here we go.
So I went on a date. The date was going to church, but I was late to the date. He arrived at my house at 9:25. At 9:20. I was out by 9:25. So I was pushing the time that it took to get to church. So then I wanted to get some Starbucks. So we go get Starbucks, and he felt like I was pushing the time because church started at 10. We arrived to church exactly at 10. But you know how when you're in the car and you got to get like ready, put your lip on, get the oil off the bottom of your shoes and stuff? I was doing that. So my date was really anxious to get into church, but I felt like you could just wait for me. So then he's like, I'm gonna just leave you the key. Mind you, this is my first time at his church. I've never been to this church before. I'm a little anxious. It's a date. It's already like the nerves are there. So he leaves, and then I get upset. And I'm like, I feel like you just left me. So I text my friend, and I was like, can you come pick me up? And she's like, where you at? As I'm texting her and talking to her, he comes out because he's like, where are you at? I said, I'm leaving. So then I'm like, he's like, no, don't leave. So I get out of the car. And he's like, come on, let's just go to church. Let's go to church. Let's walk in. And then I was like, no. So I turned around. I said, I'm not going. And then this went on for like less than like 2 minutes in the parking lot. So then I get tearful because I'm feeling left out. Like I feel like you just tried to leave me. And I don't know what that is. But I need y'all to tell me if I'm wrong. Am I wrong for saying I'm going to leave? Because he said that he felt like it was disrespectful to do all of that. And I just don't feel like I was being disrespectful because I feel like once you got out of the car, you basically left me. And I don't know. I'm your guest. Granted, I don't think that was the intent, but I want to know if y'all feel like I'm disrespectful because I just don't think it's disrespectful that I felt like he could have waited like 3 minutes. I was done. We got to church at 10. I wrapped everything up by 10:03, but then he wanted to hurry up and leave. And then he ended up having to come back out. Am I wrong? Is that wrong? For real? Like, is that wrong?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You were dead wrong. Like, come on now. The man was taking you to church. You shouldn't have. Why you had to go take lint and oil off your, what she said? Oil off her shoes. What the? Why you got to do all this? Why just get ready? Why you need to go get Starbucks and all that? Go to church. You know what time it was for. The man had the date, the plan set. Go do all that afterwards. Like, I don't know. Yeah, she was wrong, and you know, she was dead wrong, straight up. Like, I don't know. It's just. This is why, y'all, and listen, I always say this is why women are stuck. Like, they have all these opinions and feelings. God damn it, I'm even tired of all the goddamn feelings. I don't even like to say what I feel. I gotta catch myself sometimes when I'm talking. Like, I feel. Oh wait, what? I like to. I'm tired of all these goddamn feelings. I feel, and your feelings are wrong. They're wrong. Why you? Because your feelings don't. It's not an indication of the truth. It's just what you feel. You feel like a man is taking you somewhere. Y'all know what time it is, but all before the time, you got to go do all this other shit. Just get dressed, get in the car, go do what you need to do, and then go do that afterwards. Like, I don't understand. It's like it's like a disruption. Like, it has to be some type of disruption. It has to, like, women have to have their way in every little thing. You know what I mean? It's like, it can't just be the way the man sets it up. You gotta throw a little hitch in the giddy up. You know what I mean? To feel like, I don't know what for some type of feeling. It's like they could never just do what's asked. It has to be something thrown in there, like something thrown in there all the time, and it's very annoying. It really is. Johnny V says he was trying to get that demon out of her. LMAO. Right, man. You know, he wanted to get you in the church house, baby. Maybe you'd have felt better and you wouldn't feel so much. I'm just saying, these feelings are running these women crazy. And I'm looking at her, and I mean, she's decent looking or whatever. But girl, you don't have time to be playing. Like, if this man trying to take you to church, baby, you better go to church and be happy and see if this the one that's gonna lock you down. Because you ain't got. They act like they got. Something ain't right. I say we in an alternate universe. We in the Matrix. I don't know what the hell is going on and what they be thinking of, but something ain't right. Something mentally is not right, bruh. It don't even be the church girls, child. Thank you, Mauricio. It's like something is wrong. Something is not right. The mentality is off. You know? Her big back ass wanted to go eat. Eat afterwards. Like, what in the world? Like, oh Lord, child, it just be tripping me out. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe I'm too old. I don't know. Maybe I'm just out of the loop. Because a lot of this stuff don't be making no sense. I don't understand. For real. Anthony says she was wrong for being on camera looking like Rerun. Oh, she did look like Rerun. She did look like Rerun. My bad. I ain't talking about nobody looks, baby. She did look like Rerun's sister, though. I ain't gonna lie. You are absolutely right. Damn, she do. Thank you, Anthony. I appreciate you. Y'all a trip. Baby, she was wrong. She asked, and in the comments of that video, I put that she was wrong. And a lot of people was telling her she was wrong. Girl, the man trying to take you to church. Girl, this might be a good dude. Take your ass in that church and go hear the word of the Lord. And you probably will feel better. And you won't be thinking so much. And then you could have went got your coffee and something to eat if you was hungry. Then, like, the man wanted to be at church on time and walk in. You playing games and mad and getting emotional in your feelings. That's going to be a sign for him to leave you alone, because you're going to keep doing this type of stuff. And a lot of these men are just tapping out. They don't want to deal with all these shenanigans anymore. They tired. Women always talk about they tired. No, these men are tired. That's why they're not even looking at y'all. They're like, damn, we done with all this foolishness. You know, it's just crazy. Y'all a trip though. Let's continue, y'all. Let's move on to the last clip for this live stream, y'all. And then we gonna wrap this up, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow, same time tomorrow, 1:00. I'm gonna do 1:00 tomorrow. Take a little early, 1:00 tomorrow, because I'm doing the Fatty show. So make sure you guys go over and support them as well. I'll be on there, see what they're talking about. But I will be back tomorrow, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow, y'all, for the Friday show. So make sure you guys are tuned in. Let's continue.
Let me get you before you change your mind again, girl. Olivia, you on? Turn on the volume. Why would you do it earlier?
Hey, Kendra, I had to fix my
Kendra G Singles, the dating app, is available now on iPhones and Android.
Wait, Anthony, no. Wait, y'all stupid. Wait a minute. He thought she said, church's chicken. Y'all the best. Wait a minute. I don't know. You almost made me spit out my water. He said she thought he said church's chicken. Oh Lord, have mercy. A mess. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. A mess, baby. Let's continue. Wait. Oh Lord. Yeah, Avenue 77. Yeah, I think it's Team Fatty. It's his channel. Yeah. Yep. And Ali. It's Fatty and Ali. Yep. Let's continue.
Great phones.
my singles app profile. That's why.
Them edges is lit. Them edges is slick. Yeah. Slick down.
Thank you.
Them edges is slick down. All right, let's start. Olivia, where you calling me from? Why I hear echo? You gotta take me off of something. You got me on
I
your
don't
phone?
know.
You got me on 2 places?
No.
Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Is
I
it
think
still
because
an
you had it on
echo?
the phone. Can you take your phone? Turn your phone off or something.
Does that work better?
1, 2.
One,
Let's
two.
try. Where you calling me from?
Orlando.
And how old are you?
31.
31. What you do for a living?
I'm a cosmetologist.
Okay. You have any kids?
I got 4.
How old are your 4
Oh,
kids?
oh, child. She got 4. Oh my God. Classic Perspective says, I usually see a beautiful woman and say, she beautiful. If a woman hears me, I say, oops, my fault. What? Wait, what you mean? I usually see a beautiful woman and say, she beautiful. If a woman hears me, I say, oops, my fault. wait. Wait a minute. Classic, you explain to me, cause I'm a little slow. I don't get. Wait, so if another woman hear you, she beautiful. If a woman hears you, you say, "Oops, my fault." Child, you crazy. You crazy. 4 kids, child. Thank you, Classy, for the super chat. I appreciate you. Let's continue.
14, 11. Wait. No, 14, 12, 11, and 2.
2. Are they all by the same man?
11 and 2.
Yes.
Why y'all not together?
Oh, he passed away. He's dead to me.
Wait. Okay. Is he dead for real or he's just dead to you?
Just dead to me, Kendra.
When? Okay.
There's no hurtful feelings. It's just, can we skip over that question?
Well, the only reason I will move forward because you have a 2-year-old. So when did like normally anything under 5, I ask a little bit deeper, but when did y'all break up?
I just don't feel like there's no need to go deeper because I'm looking for a new man.
But here's the deal. So women, you got to understand this. A man with character is gonna want to know about the child's father because he's gonna have to deal with that father if he deals with your kids, right? So if you want a man who don't give a crap about you, don't care about your kids, then sure, that man don't care. But if a man worth anything is gonna want to know about the man he will have to deal with and results of dealing with you.
Okay, maybe I did word that wrong. He's absent.
Just answer this question. When did y'all break up?
2 years ago.
When you was pregnant? The baby's 2.
Yeah, when I was pregnant.
That was the last time y'all slept together.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll let it go. All right, so Olivia Orlando.
Child, this is a hot mess. I've been seeing a lot of hot mess. Anthony H, thank you for the super chat. Says, is that a goatee? Oh my bad, it's a fat face shadow. Y'all messy as hell. Thank you, Anthony. I appreciate you. He said, is that a goatee? Child, with a fat face shadow. I don't want that. Yeah, I don't want no fat face shadow. Oh Lord. Thank you, Anthony. Let's continue.
31, have you ever been married?
No.
All right, we got an echo. It got to be you.
Oh my God. I don't know. Hold on.
All right, let me try. I'll try to talk low. Oh, that got worse.
Oh Lord.
I tried to mute it and then unmute it.
All right, let's try it. Okay. Olivia Orlando. I forgot what I was about to say. What kind of name? Oh, Olivia Orlando 31. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Capricorn.
And never married, right?
Never married.
Okay. So never married. So y'all don't co-parent? He don't give you money?
Co-parenting, yeah, we co-parent. He pay what his children need.
Okay. Okay. Olivia Orlando 31, Capricorn, cosmetologist, model 4 by the same man, never married. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
A God-fearing man, a man that goes to church faithfully, somebody that's fun, romantic, and just be chilling and vibing and go to work a lot because I love to work too.
Okay. What's your favorite Bible verse?
Jeremiah 29:11.
What's it say?
Oh, let me look it up. Hold on. I don't know about her now, Kendra. I ain't
How's
know
it your
this.
favorite?
You want a God fearing man? Lord, when I said they be capping, girl, you just had a 2-year-old. All these children. When did you become? When did you become God fearing? Not in the last few years. Because I mean, God fearing would mean that you would follow what the Bible says, right? Certain guidelines in the Bible, certain instructions. Oh, thou shalt not fornicate. Thou shalt not you're supposed to be married and all the rules and all that. You are God fearing. What? Please.
Bible verse that you don't know about her? You say you want a God-fearing man?
Well, that don't mean I got good memory all the time, but I want somebody that has foundation and listen, because it's a scary word out here.
Nah, doesn't mean I don't have good memory.
For real. I don't memorize it too well, but look, I know where to find it at.
Where?
For all I know, the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not harm you. Plans to give you hope in the future. So,
Why is that your favorite Bible verse?
because sometimes we can lose hope in this lifetime, and that is a reminder that, yeah,
Okay.
it's hope in the future.
Okay.
She
Fair
don't,
enough.
she
All right, what else
don't
you
take
want?
herself seriously, child. She don't take herself seriously. She don't believe that, but she's saying herself. She don't believe it. Oh Lord, baby, let's continue, child.
Man.
She don't believe it.
Um, he got to have a career. I think I said that. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
Um, Somebody that doesn't know what they want, doesn't know how to communicate, and doesn't show emotions in an effective way. Like, yeah, I think that falls under the umbrella of communication.
Okay. I follow the brother of communication. Okay. Should he look a certain way?
Yeah, he gotta look good.
Is there what does look good to you? Is there an example of that?
Oh Lord.
Polish. He gotta have that light in him. Like, I'm a man.
What?
Oh my
Like,
God.
I'm a man, you know, muscular. Like, he's a man.
He gotta be muscular.
Like just that masculine look. You know what I'm saying? With the beard, like just looking like a man, clean cut.
Did the guy you have 4 kids with look like that?
Yeah.
And why'd y'all break up again?
Kendra, please. I'm trying to learn to leave that in the past.
Oh,
Well, girl,
girl.
you had 4 kids with him and a 2-year-old,
Right.
and now you want to leave him in the past? Maybe after
Right.
baby number 1, you could have left him in the past. There was no
Right.
signs. Like, you have 4 kids. Throughout the 4 kids, there was no
Oh,
signs that you was going to leave him in the past one
You know those type of things that just don't work out and you just go move on. It's just one of those type of things.
day? I'm gonna leave it. Okay, I'm gonna try to leave it alone. Should the guy make a certain amount of money?
Yeah, he got made bank. I need a man that made bank.
How much
what
money?
you mean make bank? What's make bank?
Like
She said make bank. What that mean?
I'm laughing, but I'm so
100,000?
serious. Like at least a mil.
Oh, shit. Hell,
Oh my
oh,
God.
no,
Oh my
no,
God.
no, no,
Oh my
no,
God.
no,
Oh
no.
my
Now, see,
God.
I thought she was batshit crazy, but really, she's really batshit crazy now. Oh, hell no, 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 no,
Oh
no,
my God.
no, 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 no. Now you're the hell. I thought she was gonna say 100,000, 100K. No, ma'am. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. Latrell, thank you for the super chat. It says these types of women treat life like it's a video game. They do. It's all fun and jokes in the game. Until they crying, struggling when they hit the wall, they by themselves for real. Then it's not a game. Thank you, Latrell. I appreciate you for the super chat. Chavez Greener, thank you for the super chat. It says her hairline is pushed too far back for all that. And now on top of that, she want a millionaire? Baby.
Oh my God.
No, honey. No, thank you, Chavez. I appreciate you. Child. Girl, no. Sit down. And when I say these women are delusional, I mean it. Delusional to the fullest degree. Like, come on. What? You got 4 kids and you want to then y'all say her hairline pushed back and she got a fat face shadow. What millionaire coming after her? Be realistic. Let's continue. Well, Kendra lost for words. Kendra don't have no words to say.
Can't hear you. You there?
I was waiting for you to answer the question. So how much money he got to make?
At least a mil.
No.
So your children's
Girl.
father made $1 million.
Oh no, that's why I need somebody to make a mil.
Why do they have to make $1 million now?
It's
value in it. It's value. When you want more, you
And let me
get
ask y'all
more.
this. Is it just because I'm from New Orleans, so I have somewhat of that New Orleans accent. But is it is it the person's accent or when they say value versus value? Is that the accent? Because I hear people who say value, and sometimes I think they're saying volume, but then they're saying value. It's VALUE, and they be saying value, like volume. Sometimes I get it confused because I don't know. I think they're saying volume and they're saying value for value. Is that just the accent thing? Or they just don't know how to speak? Value, not value. What is anyway? Forget it. Let's continue.
You make $1 million.
I'm on that ladder to making $1 million.
Where are you at on the ladder currently?
Probably probably very low down there, but I'm almost there.
What's very low?
I wouldn't put a number on it because it's fluctuating.
Well, you got
Girl, okay, now I know what it is. smile. Mike B, thank you for the super chat. Says a dollaraire wouldn't try to date her. God damn. Thank you, Mike B. A dollaraire wouldn't even want her. That what he said. Thank you, Mike B, for the super chat. I appreciate you, baby. Nah. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm.
You got the number of his requirement.
You don't
So
believe
it's
It goes
here.
up and down, up and down.
So
That's why I say it's not.
what's the today's value? What's the today's number?
It's very low. Like,
Okay, what is it?
I don't know the exact number.
You should know how much money you make a year. You're a mom of 4. You should know your income.
No.
You don't know how much money you make a year?
No.
What do you think a millionaire requires?
You know what? I gotta say this about Kendra, because Kendra asking this woman the questions, what do you think a millionaire would require? But then on yesterday when we did that video with the man who called in and said that he wanted a woman with some money, she was pushing back. She was like, well, you have the money, so it shouldn't matter. So that's a contradiction, because if the man has the money, but he requires, you know, certain things from the woman, you know, because it shouldn't be just about his money. She was pushing back. But why push back on him when this woman here says she wants a millionaire? And this would be a description of kind of like, you know, a woman who doesn't have it, but you know what I'm saying? This would be, there shouldn't be any pushback based on what Kendra said yesterday to the man who was a millionaire, because that man was a millionaire. So there shouldn't even be, she should just say, yeah, okay, girl, you want a millionaire? Okay, yeah, they out there. And, you know, he should be willing to take care of you based on what she told the millionaire. Y'all get what I'm saying? She told the millionaire the other day that he shouldn't have a problem, you know, with a woman who wants him for his money because he got it like that. So he should just be willing to spend it on anybody. Now, her saying I want a millionaire shouldn't be any pushback, because a millionaire, if he got it and if he wants you, it shouldn't be a problem. You get what I'm saying? So it's a contradiction in there. Let's continue.
In what aspect?
And that's what you should probably figure out. Because here's the deal. Listen, you can't manifest things in real life, right? But you have to do your part, right? Faith without works is dead. That should be everybody's favorite Bible work, because I think a lot of people have faith, but they don't have works. They don't have the work aspect. It's not uncommon. I was with millionaires all week. I said this at the top of the show. I was at Invest Fest, and literally I was with millionaire men all week. That was what it was. But right. I think y'all come on my show and y'all just talk, and I don't want y'all to be the butt of nobody's joke. That's not my goal. And because I do have love, so if you just want to troll, then that's your business.
No, I ain't trolling, because I got millionaires in my family too, honey. It's not okay, me trolling. Okay, that's really what I want in my life. Okay, so that's why I asked you. Okay, so I asked you the question, what do you think matters to a millionaire man? And you said you didn't know. That was the question I asked you. So since you have millionaire men, in what aspect are you talking about? In all aspects. What type of man is a millionaire? What do you think he looks for in a woman? What matters to him? Probably companionship, because no, it's more than just a working man. He's a working man 9 times out of 10. I mean, he just wants somebody to come home to. He has a lot of people to choose from for that. He's a millionaire man. Well, so I wouldn't know, because I never dated a millionaire, so I don't know.
But you said you got millionaires in your family, like that meant something. It don't matter if you have millionaires in your family, they're not trying to date you, and they're not giving you their money. You mean millionaires in your family has nothing? Why you never? So why would you bring up the fact that you got millionaires in your family, honey? That don't matter. A lot of people have people. Not a lot of people, but some people have rich people in their families. What they got? They ain't giving you their money. So what does that even matter? You don't even know the first thing about what any man would want. To be honest, it doesn't make sense, y'all. Once again, let's continue. So maybe, okay. Let me not guess. Right. So how about you do this? Are you being serious? You really want to date a millionaire? Or are you trolling me? No, I'm being so serious. I think women learn the man that you say you want. Yeah. Start learning the man
that y'all say y'all want
My
if you're
hold on, my
serious.
phone about to
Because
die. Let me grab my charger. But go ahead, I'm listening.
because here's the deal, and I want to say this from one black woman to another. I don't want you to be the laughing stock online.
Oh, they can laugh at me all they want because I'll be laughing at them too.
Kendra, it's too late for that, ma'am. Come on. Most of these women are the laughing stocks of social media. Come on now. It's too late for that. They already there. Anthony H, thank you once again for the super chat. Says, I know as black people we shouldn't call each other the N-word, and Lord knows I'm trying, but this here, shaking my head. Right. Yeah. I mean, come on now. Thank you, Anthony. I appreciate the support. Yeah, I mean, that's it's too late for that. Most of these women are the laughing stock on social media because of the way they present themselves. I mean, the things, the unrealistic expectations. They act like they're not in the real world. You know what I'm saying? Like this, it's just crazy. They act like they're, I don't know. It just don't make any sense, y'all. Thank you, Anthony. I appreciate you. Let's continue.
But I don't want that for you. And if this is something you seriously want, then you should learn the man that you're requesting and learn what matters to him. And then ask yourself, do you fit the things that matter to him?
I feel like they gonna laugh until they see, like, dang, she got that. Can you hear
So,
me?
but let me ask you this. So are you saying you wouldn't date a man that made less than $1 million?
Yeah, I probably would.
So what is the minimum that you would date? And put the camera in your face, honey.
Um, it's no exact number for a minimum,
Okay.
but he just gotta have something going on for himself.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Oh God, hold on. Can y'all see?
Yep. Oh, you got on shorts. Okay. We see you. We got you in your pink pajamas.
Sorry.
Three flaws you have to work on.
Communicating. Um, not being so shy and
Oh Lord.
slaying my hair more often.
So learn to communicate more, not being more shy, and doing your hair more often.
Yeah, self-care days more
Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
because I'm beautiful. I'm loving and I'm caring and I'm understanding and I'm a woman of God.
You're a woman of God. Okay. Are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
Yeah,
I
Okay.
think
What's your name on the app, honey?
she
Libby.
How do
trolling.
you spell that?
Livy.
She trolling.
Liv. Yep, here she is. There you go, Olivia. Livy. You can search her by her username. You can shoot your shot and send a message, or you don't gotta scroll down. It's right there. Livy. Livy. Here it is, fellas. You can DM her, or you could hit one of the heart or the star. I do wish you the best.
Thank you.
Okay, honey.
All right.
Bye, baby.
Bless her heart. Bless her heart. Bless her heart. I hope she get what she's looking for. You know, I really do. Classic Perspective says, all that sex you would have thought some of that brisket fat would have melted off her.
Oh my God.
You wrong for that.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
you wrong for that. You brisket. Damn. You know, sometimes when people get so big, they don't sweat. Y'all know that? Like some people don't, when they get so fat, they don't sweat. And don't you have to sweat? Like to lose weight? You know what I'm saying? Like I try to, you gotta sweat. Sometimes they don't sweat. And they don't lose, they don't burn. Y'all stupid. Oh Lord. Lord have mercy. She used to get out in the real world. Right. Right. Y'all crazy. Thank you, Classy Perspective, for the support. I appreciate you for supporting the channel per usual. Oh Lord. Nah, I'm not trying to look because I don't want to be mean. I'm trying to like keep a good image on these social media platforms. I don't want to be the mean girl. I don't want to be mean. I just like to call it like I see it, but I'm trying to be nicer. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a nice person, but sometimes I say stuff, you know what I'm saying, that I got to rethink, like, nah, I shouldn't say that, whatever. I'm not trying to offend me. They already don't like me on these social medias. A lot of these women ain't trying to come on my panel. I ain't trying to alienate them completely because I want them to get the message. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes it's just it's hella funny. And, it is what it is. But child, it's a delusional state of mind. It's a delusional state of mind. It really is. But shout out to her. I hope she really get what she's looking for real. Because I want people to get what they're looking for, but it's hard when they're so unrealistic. When you are so unrealistic, it's hard to be like, yeah, girl, because I can't roll with the sisterhood Bonnie crew community because there's a bunch of delusional mentalities in there. So I can't lie to you and be like, girl, yeah, girl, do what you're doing. You're going to get what you want when I know that's not the truth and that's not going to help you. You know what I mean? I'm trying to give you information that could possibly help you, not hurt you, continue to hinder you from getting what you want. Devon Mitchell, thank you for the super chat, says she sweats out church's chicken and fish grease.
Oh my God.
Wait, no. See, that's not what I want. Y'all are wrong. Who sweats out fish grease? Where does it come from? Wait. Oh my God. Fish grease. Are you wrong for that? Church's chicken and fish grease?
Oh my God.
A mess. A real mess. Y'all are tripping. But anyway, Lord, baby, y'all don't like fat people. That's what it really is. Y'all don't like fat people, baby. Fat people, y'all, I see. Oh Lord Jesus, shout out to that lady. I hope she get what she want. I mean, it is what it is. I could say, ma'am, be a little bit more realistic. You know what I mean? To get we in the real world, like a lot of this stuff y'all saying that don't really, ain't no millionaire checking for you. I'm just saying, go find you an average guy that might be interested in you and your 4 kids, and see how that turns out. Other than that, child, it's not likely. I'll say that. SB say, there is someone out there for everyone. I don't think there's somebody for everybody. There ain't enough men for all the women. It's way more women than men. I don't think there's enough men for all the women. That's just my thing. XYZ says, D, first Corey H. Now you're on Fatty. I'm happy for you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the super chat and for supporting XYZ. I appreciate you. So, y'all, I'm gonna wrap this up. I gotta get out of here. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to y'all for supporting and being here. I appreciate y'all so much. Make sure you tune in on tomorrow. I will be here. I'm at 1:00 Central Standard Time. I'll be up here for the Friday show, y'all. Make sure you tune in. Make sure you have that notification bell turned on. Make sure you're ready to come in and support the channel and give your thoughts and concerns and questions and all that stuff. I'll try to open the panel up for a short period of time because, of course, I'm going to be on the Fatty Show as well after that. I think they're like 5 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow, so tune in for that as well. Make sure you hit the like button on your way out. Support the channel, y'all, by watching the videos already posted. Hit the like and share those videos as well. Let's get the numbers up on those videos. And also, if you are in the building and you have not subscribed to the channel and you like the content, hit the subscribe button. It is free to subscribe. All right? So y'all have a good evening. Y'all be safe out here in these streets. Stay tuned for more, you guys. What else? Also support the channel by supporting merchandise. If you want to get a t-shirt, the link is in the description or at the top of the chat. Go and support, get a t-shirt, a mug, or whatever to support the channel, y'all. That all goes to helping this channel to grow. So thank y'all once again. Shout out to everybody in the building, everybody watching. I love you guys. Y'all be safe out in the streets, and I will see you on tomorrow, right? Stay blessed, be safe, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Mwah. I'll see y'all later. Bye. Mauricio, thank you for the last super chat. I saw your comment. He says, maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's diabetes. That's stupid. I wanted to give you your credit. Thank you for the super chat. A hot mess. A hot mess. I didn't want to leave you hanging. But baby, thank you. I appreciate you. Since I caught that, I wanted to just say thank you. And I caught that one. A hot mess. Thank y'all. Bye.